Okay. Um. Okay. There we are.
Oh my God. Hello. Good morning, Joseph.
Good
JP, my
morning.
darling brother.
Good morning. Good
you
morning,
look
everyone.
you look so cute. Hi everyone. We was having some technical difficulties and things like that. So we back. I have my special guest here, and I want to welcome everyone to Stepping Up and Out with Skylar J podcast interview show. And thank you for being so patient. So I want to welcome my guest. Well, actually, he's a return guest, and also he's my client. So I want to introduce my guest. Well, I call him JP, but his name is Joseph. So introduce yourself to everyone.
Good morning, everyone, or as we say, Grand Rising to everyone. I'm Joseph Dawson-Alston, and I am the owner and cartoon representative of Cartoon Party Crashers here in Ward 8 in Washington, D.C.
All right. So what's been up with you? How you
Nothing.
been?
I think since our last my first interview, my husband of 21 years, my partner 21 years, husband of 9 years, uh Cornell, he was called home, and so you have to excuse me, my lens fell off earlier. So I'm only work
That's
with one
okay.
arm, and that's why I have to readjust because my big wide nose. So that's why it's one missing. And so
It's okay.
I had some challenging moments, some emotional challenging moments, but I'm here. As you see on Color Purple, I'm here. I'm here. And I'm just excited to get back to work, working
Yeah.
with Skylar J. And we have an activity coming up with Wow, Women of Wealth on April the 4th over at the
hmm
Bladensburg Water Park from 12 in the afternoon to 5. So if you're able to get there, I'll be dressed as my favorite character, Joey Cottontail.
Oh my God! Hold up. Where did you get that from? Was it on a shelf? Like,
Oh no, I have everything
where
set
in
up
the
in
world?
I have everything set up at arm's length, so I don't have to get up and move around.
Okay, of course you did.
So
Oh my God! So
us Virgos are very
so
handy at things.
exactly. You're definitely on point. That's why you're one of my favorite clients, and you're one of my favorite guests. That I like to interview
Thank you.
because we have so much fun. I don't know because okay, everyone, we went to school together. We went to school in the '80s. I think I'm telling both our ages, and yeah, and we've been friends for decades. So yeah, this is family. He's past friendship. We past friendship. We family. So I want to ask, I want to get into first of all, I want to say sorry for Hubby Cakes. He
Thank
was
you.
everything. He was such an amazing person, and we love him, and we with you and support you. So I think the last time behind the scenes when we was talking, you was telling me that you was rebranding your cartoon party crasher business.
Yes.
My question is to you is why did you decide to rebrand?
I needed to spicing it up, add some different things to it, and thanks to AI, I was able to take the logo that I did have and change it to something
hmm
that was more vibrant, something a lot more playful, eye catching. So we changed the logo, we changed the slogan. I redid the that's my partner behind us. I changed uh the whole setup where we just don't do events for children, but of course for kids at heart. So any age, any event that that you can think of, we would like to be there, including we've added divorce events. Who wouldn't want a favorite character at the divorce party? And for those who have transitioned, we've added
hmm
that loved one if they had a favorite character, Taz or Bugs or Woody Woodpecker or Cheetah Cheetos. we want that person, we would like that character to lighten up the mood at the repast, if you will,
Hmm.
in remembrance of the person who transitioned. So we've added that.
Yeah.
Um, we've changed our cost down a little bit from where it was. So I would Skylar J would hopefully believe my website, so you can view the website. We are now on social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and we're in the process of creating a YouTube page, so we can have everyone come there and just look at the pictures that we've taken, places that we've been. So we're adding more to the platform, to the business, so than
Hmm.
we had before. That's all. And our launch date
Oh,
is, fingers crossed. Launch date is for May 10th of 2026.
wow, perfect, perfect, perfect. Because I know, he's also my client, so we have meetings, we talk about stuff. He asks me my, um, what's the word I'm trying to use? I have a brain fart. Like he
Advice,
asks me stuff,
opinion,
advice and stuff like
your
my
direction.
opinion and all that kind of stuff and direction. And um, I'm just so excited to see you rebrand because I remember a couple of years ago before hubby died, passed away. Um, you was kind of it was in the beginning stage. You was in the process of buying all your um curses and all that kind of stuff, and just to see you now, to bounce back from everything that you have been through emotionally and stuff like that, and you bounce back and you're such a strong, strong person, after losing somebody that you love, that you've been with for so, so long, you
Yeah,
know. And I'm super proud of you that you decided to rebrand, to dive back into your business because it's very important for you. You doing this for you.
hmm,
And I guess your new boo.
yeah.
Y'all doing this together because his
Well,
new boyfriend slash husband.
he actually worked with me. He's one of the characters.
Uh-huh.
So I started off with with just Joey Cottontail. Then I added
Hmm.
in. Now this is vintage Mickey. So he's not gonna look like
Oh, so
Mickey.
cute.
He's not gonna look like Mickey Mouse at Disneyland, Disney World, because those are still, they're not in the public domain yet. So I'm using vintage
Mhm.
Mickey, and then we came along with Minnie Mouse.
She
So
is so cute.
Anton,
Bring
you
her
want to
back
see?
to the camera. I want to see the lashes.
Get into the
Okay.
lashes. Get into her lashes. Show you. You better get into her
Oh my
lashes.
God. Yes.
And Anton is in one outfit, and a friend of mine named Antonio is in another one. We've added
Hmm.
Santa Claus. We've added Santa Grinch this year, and we've added Anton the Elf. So my partner dresses as an elf, and his name is Anton the Elf. So totaled up, we
Yeah.
have 6 costumes now, and we're our costume lineup is going to be about 800, over 800 different characters from TV, cartoons, movies, commercials,
Hmm.
anime, um, just as fruits, vegetables, as and snacks. So we're trying to hit all the areas for
Yeah.
Cartoon Party Crashers.
That's
So
good.
the Anton as well as Cornell helped me with some of the characters, some of their favorite characters, and so yeah, we're ready. Again, we're it's going to take us a minute to get where we want to get to, but we're doing it slowly but surely. And with that, I would tell anyone, take a moment when you lose that loved one, take that moment, but then you have to go back to understand life is lifing. So I had to go
Yeah.
back to, on the grind. I had to go back to work because they paid the bills. I had to put these guys out to the public so I can start getting build a client base, and still live for me while I'm still breathing above ground. That's all. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't stop loving my husband, but I had to continue on loving me while I'm still here. And nothing is going to stop me from providing this service to the folks that I know who would love it and who would benefit from it. Who doesn't love a cartoon
Yeah.
character?
Listen, let me tell you something. My favorite character, you already know who's my favorite. You know who it is. It's Bugs Bunny. So this is so exciting. Like I just cannot wait until April when we do this event. Um, let everybody know about that event and where it's going to be and all that
Also,
stuff.
this is hosted by Wow Women of Wealth, and it's held every year for the Easter. During Easter, this year is going to be April the 4th from 12 to 5 p.m. over at
Mhm.
the Bladensburg water park over there. If you know, if you're familiar with Peace Crossings, if you're in DC, if not, you can Google Bladensburg Water Park off of
Mhm.
Annapolis Road, Maryland, and I'm
Mhm.
there for on stage, sitting on stage, and you come and take pictures. You know the pictures, you pay for the pictures, but you come and take a picture with Joey Cottontail. There's going to be all the vendors there that you can purchase jewelry from, and food, and other things that may interest you. And then I'm
Mhm.
going to have a booth there. Skylar J and I are going to have a booth there. She's interviewing folks, and I'll have other characters, other characters there that you can pay for a picture. You know, 5 pictures for
Mhm.
$15 of other characters that I have there, besides Mickey and Minnie. Um, and so again, this is my fourth time doing this. Is our fourth time at this venue,
Yeah.
and I look forward to it. I really look forward to it. Like the hat says, you got to hustle, and
Yep, you have
never should
to.
stop your hustle. Um, we actually have been to several different events, some scheduled, some unscheduled, and I'm glad that people
Mhm.
were able to. We were coming back from an event, and we were by the water park, ice skating rink, water park off of M Street Southeast by the
Mhm.
Department of Department of Transportation. And this young lady was
Mhm.
like, Grinch, Grinch, come over here. And again, this was unplanned. We went over there. We had a really nice time. I was dressed as the Grinch, walking carefully down the steps, singing a song by I can't think of If You Want to Show Me Love. Cannot think of the woman who sing it, but I'm walking down the steps singing that song, dressed
Mhm.
as the Grinch, enjoying myself,
Mhm.
everyone enjoying the moment. And that's what Cartoon
Yeah.
Party Crashers would like to offer, that nostalgic moment, um, where you could just remember when you were a kid, you're so Woody Woodpecker, you're so Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
uh, Cornell's favorite character is Taz.
Mhm.
Anton's favorite character is the Joker. So I'm gonna make sure I implement
Mhm.
those in there with Bugs. My favorite character. Now, Tanisha, do you know my favorite character?
Oh. Well, besides Bugs Bunny, no, you have to refresh my memory because I have so much in my
Dun
head.
dun 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 dun.
Oh,
Star
okay.
Wars.
Darth Vader, Star Wars, Darth Vader. I forget.
That's my favorite character. So I'm
Come
gonna
on the
definitely make
phone.
sure I have Darth Vader in the house. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking. Let me
Yeah.
take these things off. I'm looking forward to the Bladensburg Water Park this on April the 4th between 12 and 5 p.m. Again, look online, look on Google. The address is not that far if you live in DC, and we're going to actually be
Mhm.
all the way in the far back, all the way to you can't go
Mhm.
anymore, and that's where we're going to be located. And I'm on stage as Joey Cottontail. Skylar's going to have her booth, or you may see her walking around interviewing folk, and just come out and have a nice
Mhm.
time. And again, I'm looking forward to this. I look forward to it every year anyway.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something about this spot, everyone. This spot is so beautiful. It has like a lake. I think you can fish. I'm not
Yes.
sure if you can go on the boat. Yeah. Okay.
No. It
Perfect.
was it
No,
was a
you can.
military it was a military fort back in the day.
Yeah, it is so beautiful, so peaceful. I remember the first time we did it together, and I was at awe because I was like, "Oh my God, this is," because I've never been back there before. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because I was like, "Oh, this was back here," like you know what I mean. So it's
Hmm.
very beautiful. It's very tranquil. It has a gazebo. Everyone there is so nice. All the um different entrepreneurs are there, different tables, different this.
Hmm.
It's just perfect. The kids are out playing around, having fun. And also, JP is amazing. Do you hear me? Amazing in Joey Cottontail. Like, he brings that costume to life. You know what I mean? And I just be sitting back just watching you, how you just be engaging with the kids, engaging with the people and stuff like that. And I think it's so cool. And yeah, it's just amazing to watch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
so
so much.
I remember you telling me that you were saying that you went down Southwest and it's a bunch of videos that he did. I mean, people was crowding around him. If you haven't seen his videos, you just have. Once we finish with the interview, he's gonna let everyone know his social media platforms and stuff, so you can go view his video content. And so when you had sent the video to me, I was like, oh my god. I said, now he's bringing the Grinch to life. So, so I was like, oh my God, I was so happy. I was super, super happy to see you back on your grind and doing what you love because you're such a warm person and everyone adores you.
Oh, I remember the
We're not
singer
gonna
now.
talk.
The singer name is Robin S. You got to show me love. That's what it is. The song. I
Oh
was
my God.
dancing down the steps too, very carefully, holding on with dear life. My Anton and a friend of mine named Marcus. You can hear Marcus in the background saying, "Please, I hope you don't fall."
Yeah, yeah. Because you know what, particular that song, Show Me Love. Let me give you the backstory. I love that song. One of my dearest, dearest friends that passed away, Thurman. Love, love, love that song. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
going to the club with her, going to tracks, and in the '90s. And as soon as that song came on, she would just go out there on the dance floor and just party and hoop it up. And I should just sit back and smile because that was one of her favorite songs. Shout out to my baby Thurman. I miss you so much. But yeah, so do you have anything else going on? Any other
Um,
venture?
I still have my other business, to the Wit, where I'm a
Hmm.
licensed and certified minister, so I marry folk. I had my first couple. We did it again. Skylar J was there with
Hmm.
Cornell filming my first ever time officiating
Yes.
a wedding. Um, Unfortunately, the young lady that I married her, she passed away last year.
Baby.
But I was very
It
thankful
was so
that I was
sad.
able to officiate her and her husband's wedding. In
Whew.
fact, I lived she and I lived in the same neighborhood, but her husband and I went to the same school, high school. With let me get
Hmm.
a shout out to Franklin Washington Blue over here in Southeast, class of 1989. Woo woo woo. So I'm officiating with that. I have another business called Goddamn Sneakers, where I'm gonna launch that probably in 27, and we just personalize footwear, socks, sneakers, flip flops, anything that you can wear on your feet. And
Yeah, because
mhm.
goddamn sneakers. If you looking for someone, if you need some branding stuff for your business, check him out, and stuff like that because he does great work. He did great work for my business, my Skylar J PR agency business, and he done a bunch of t-shirts for me, sneakers, and yeah, I
I'm
have
gonna
to,
get here.
yeah, and I'm gonna have to, because um updated my logo, so I'm gonna have to, you know, do it again.
Okay. I actually did these for a young lady for Pride. It's the lesbian flag. I did these for her. She never
Mhm.
picked them up. She paid for them but
Oh,
never
that's
picked
so
them up.
pretty.
And it's the colors representing the lesbian colors for my lesbian sisters. And then I did these for my business venture, Delightful Treats, Platters, and Pastries. So I did
Oh my
these.
god, they're so pretty. I love those. Those are my fave.
And then I have two other businesses coming out. Uh, One is called Clowns, Games, and Everything Entertainment, and the other one is called Sip the Tea Cafe. So where we're going to be going around in a truck and doing the tea. I found that more people prefer tea than coffee and cappuccinos and espressos and all that stuff. So we're gonna
Yeah.
see if we can tap into the tea market. You know,
Hmm.
so those are things coming down the line. I just want to focus first um
Yeah.
on cartoon party crashers. I want to focus on that, and then
Exactly.
bit by bit add in. Um, but those are things that's down the pipeline. Like I said, I
Hmm.
still do to thee I wed. I still do that whenever I want someone to get married. And I
Hmm.
marry anyone. I don't care. Love is love, and I'm not
Exactly.
one to tell somebody who they should love. I'm like, that's not my that's your thing, and build on that love. Um, but
Hmm.
I'm here to help officiate that bridge between both people so they can have their love can be combined. So with that,
Yeah.
those are the only two I'm focusing on right now. But more or less, I'm really focusing on Cartoon Party Crashers, CPC. Yeah.
Man, you busy. Let me tell you something about JP. He is so organized and so focused, and he does not allow anyone to defocus him. I don't know if that's a word or not, but I'm making it up. So, like, he is very, very focused and stuff like that. I'm just like, sometimes I just be gagging off of you sometimes because, let alone, like, I run my business and then I do my podcast. I have two things that I do. Um, it's no way. Oh, did he? Oh, okay. There you go. It's no way that I can run four or five business at one time because that stuff would send me loco. I just don't know how you do it, but you do it, you know? And oh my God, it's crazy. So I want to start this little thing when I start interviewing people, and I want to give them a chance to um express themselves. Um, don't cuss because we can't cuss on YouTube. Um, to express themselves about stuff that's going on in the world. This is a new little thing that I'm trying out with my guests when they come on. So, do you got something on your chest that you want to get off? I can hear you. I can't hear you. What is happening? What did they just do?
Okay, there we go. I
Okay,
apologize,
everyone.
guys.
That's okay. That's okay.
Technology,
Listen,
guys.
we are
Technology.
live. Exactly. We are live, so it's okay. Because you know what? Somebody was calling me. I'm getting these unknown numbers because I told you I have a new phone and a new phone number. And the phone just keep ringing, and thank God I got my watch where I can hang up on them. Oh my God, these people are tripping. So what was I saying before we got really interrupted? Child. Oh,
I can multitask because I know it's. I think when you like
exactly.
do something you like, it comes naturally. It comes natural. You can. It's not like you have to be multitasking. You can do one thing at a time. Okay, we were swerving for a minute.
Yeah, I think it's the internet is going out. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now. It's
You
like
can
you're
hear
going
me?
in and out. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay. So yeah,
Okay.
but I'm looking forward to technology. I tell you, I'm gonna take this off. The political climate we're in, I feel ready. I'm I don't think the forces want us to be interviewed.
I know. What is happening? Is somebody hating on us? Jack, what is going on?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was saying it was a message saying it was you have to move closer to the internet. I think it's just the I think it's the universe. The negative side of the universe don't want us to be moving about the cabin and moving forward in life in a positive direction. So nothing's
Well,
gonna
listen.
stop me. Stop me.
Nothing's gonna stop us. Stop you. What I was saying before, I added this little thing. I was thinking about it last night in my mind when I was thinking about interviewing you today, and I wanted to do this little thing when my guests come on that they can get some stuff off their chest, that's happening in the world. So you got anything you want to get off your chest? Just don't cuss.
Yeah, I live my life as a man who happened to be black, who just by chance is gay. Openly live my life openly gay. I make no excuses. I'm happy who I am. I'm happy the skin I'm in. I'm happy to be living in this moment in life for to be moving forward. I'm standing on shoulders of other people, and I have to make sure that my shoulders are strong enough so people can stand on mine. I just would like
Yeah.
everyone to understand that you should not be concerned with who's sleeping with whom. You are concerned if it's children being hurt, the elderly, someone
Oh yeah.
disabled, our vets. I get that, but people should, well, some heterosexuals should just mind their own damn business and don't be concerned with who I'm sleeping with or whoever. I don't like concern when you go in your behind closed doors. It's not my business. I'm just hoping that you guys are
Mhm.
doing everything with consent, and everything. But no, don't be worrying about who I'm sleeping with, um, or who I can hold hands with. I don't really show public affection, not because of that. I don't think it's necessary. You can hold my hand, but after a
Mhm.
while, I know how to stand up by myself. I don't need you to hold my hand the whole damn 2 blocks going to where we're going.
Yeah.
Um, but I just would like people to just be able and be comfortable with living their lives as free as they want to live, as long as it's with some type of decency and some respect. You don't have to be slobbing each other down, whether you're heterosexual or gay or lesbian or trans relationship or bi relationship. As long as there's some respect of watching people around you, that's it. That's the only thing that grind my wheels is minding the business that's not paying you.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry about
You
who I'm
know,
with and everything.
you know, um, you know how I feel. Like, I mind my business. I mind other people's business. I'm not worrying about who's sleeping with who. I love everybody until you disrespect me, and then we have a problem. And if the world can just mind their business and stop worrying about others, it would be a little more peaceful within, you know. the community, and not just our Black community, the community everywhere. People. Some people just mind their business and stuff, and just let people live their life and be happy. Because that's all people want to do is be happy. They don't need
Mm-hmm.
nobody coming over top of them and judging them and saying all this crazy stuff and saying dumb stuff. If you don't understand something, use your brain and ask somebody. Ask questions and ask people this, and I don't understand this or that and the third, because that's what you should do. That's a human thing to do. But
Hey, but
people just
I think this administration has gotten way out. There's no one that says stop on. Someone the people with the power. No one's just said well cut the sugar honey iced tea. I pay my
hmm
taxes. I have no children. I pay my taxes. So if you don't like the way I'm living, then don't take my taxes out. How about that? If you have a problem with the way I'm living my life, then why are you taking my taxes? You're taking my money, but you're going to dictate to me how I can live my life. You're dictating to the LGBTQ plus community. You're dictating to women. You're dictating to people with disabilities. You're dictating to veterans. But they help. Hell, they maintain our freedom. They got hurt to help us maintain our freedom. Everyone else, no, just leave people the hell alone. If
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
involve you, if it doesn't mess your day up, then why are you concerned with what people are doing? And especially if they're
hmm
grown and they consent. Now, anything other than that, I can understand. That's trifling, and you need to be prosecuted for the negative behavior. Hint hint Epstein file. But I mean, if you're going to do something and you're involving people that don't have a voice, then you should be underneath the jail, like ASAP. But
hmm
I'm in a relationship with a sound-minded person or people that I was in one with, and that
hmm
was just our business, and it's not your business. Who as Tanisha would say, who's in my boudoir? I'm not doing OnlyFans, so I'm definitely not making anybody's business. But I mean, just come
Mm-mm.
on now. If we mind the business that pays us, I believe, I know we're humans. We're nosy. We're nosy. I mean, no matter inquisitive, nosy, curious, whichever word you want to use. But when you start trying to dig into my life and you don't know who I am, cut it. Just stop.
Exactly.
That's my
Yeah,
that's
yep,
my
yep,
rant.
yep.
That's my grant. That's my
Okay.
exit grant. My wheels. So yeah.
This is my platform. Because, listen, when I decided to stop, I remember, I think we had this conversation before on several occasions about my podcast and stuff. I love interviewing people. I just love meeting new people. I just love what I do. And I also love my business, my social media management and marketing business, Skylar J, PR agency. But I'm actually getting more joy doing my podcast also too. Because it's just so fulfilling, giving people a platform to come on and to market their business, music, or whatever you got going on that you want to, promote and stuff. This is my platform for it. So if anyone out there that's looking for an interview, we conduct monthly interviews. So I have an upcoming interview in March and April. So Mama is booked, booked and busy.
Congratulations.
And
And
thank you
let
so
me
much.
share something with your viewers.
hmm
Tanisha and she thought about doing something like this years ago, and I kept telling her do it, and she's like, "No, I don't want to go in that." She didn't want to go in that direction. She wanted to do the PR, which was fine. And I said to her,
hmm
"I can see you doing this a little more. This is, I think, was a little more prevalent for society than not saying her business, but she could do two simultaneously." Assist people with
hmm
managing their and marketing their business, but also having a podcast to showcase other folks,
hmm
even if they weren't using her services for marketing and managing. And she
hmm
resisted. And you know how it says in Star Trek, resistance is futile? Well, look where she is now.
I'm sitting
She's
on
doing
the camera
exactly what
now.
she's exactly where she should have been. But thank goodness she's decided to say and she and I go back and forth on this where she would tell me things about the business. And in the beginning, I was head fast. I'm like, I didn't want to hear anybody's thoughts. My thoughts were mine and mine was low. And it was just because I wanted to feel. Let me see this out, get
Hmm.
this out the way. And that's her philosophy was, no, I don't want to do that. This is what I want to do. I've become more adhering to people, what people have to say, and a little
Yeah,
softer, somewhat,
yeah. You
depending on who you
have.
are. And she decided to say, you know what? I'm going to do this. And I started laughing, and she said, okay, JP, so um when I think you have to know, you know your calling, but some people can see different calling than you can because they're on the outside looking in. And I'm glad that she
Yeah,
decided to take on this other set skill and foster
yeah.
and nurture it, and it's crawling now. It was in its infancy, but now it's crawling, and it's about to be is a toddler, and we're gonna see this thing move up. And I'm sure this won't be my last interview like the first one was. I'm back again, and so I
Hmm.
enjoy coming to somewhere where one you're gonna have to ask a question, but you are it's so comfortable, you're relaxed. It's not like you are like you have the responses already written out. You
Yeah.
allow your guests to just be free thinkers and free speakers, and I like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, yeah. That was, that was the whole nature of my business because, I mean, not my business, but our podcast because, um, I wanted to be relaxed. I wanted to be like a chill podcast, not so serious, but professional also too. And I just love it, And I just love the fact that people want to come on to my show and support me, and just as well I support them also too. I really appreciate it. Everyone that supports me, especially on Facebook, Instagram, even on YouTube, because again, I will put all my content on my YouTube channel, and also I will put my clients' content on my YouTube channel. So when I decided to move my show from Street Smart Radio and do it on my own on YouTube, I was kind of scared, but I jumped right into it because I'm kind of used to being on camera now. I'm not so scared, I'm not so nervous, to get on camera, and it's working out so you know good for me. And people like you, my family, and my client, and my guests, he always pushed me. If you have anyone that's in your life that supported you and push you, you have to go for it. You have to go for whatever you want
Yes,
in life because nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody going to give you anything. You got to go out there and get it. You got to go out there and work and grind for it because nobody's
grab
going
the
to give it to
bull
you.
by the horn.
Yeah, yeah, because nobody gonna do nothing for you. Nobody, you got to do it yourself. And you got to treat people with kindness and respect, and yeah, things like
And
that
that's why
help
when I started Cartoon
a
Party
lot.
Crashers, I know you have to, you can't ask people for money if you yourself haven't spent
Hmm.
money to invest in yourself. So, my
Exactly.
first thing I ever did was I bought my first three costumes on my own, and so now I
Yeah.
have if I can put my little spiel out, I'm asking folks
Go ahead.
still, if they can make a if you guys are able to, I'm doing a just trying to raise money to buy more costumes and mascots. And if you have Cash App, I'm just asking, for a $5, well maybe six. I think they take a difference off, but a $5 contribution to my business to help me buy. I would use those funds to buy more costumes, and it's
Mhm.
at the dollar sign cartoon PC on Cash App. So if you're able to uh provide do a contribution, $5, or if you want to do more than that, that's up to you. But if you're able to do a $5 contribution, I will be
Mhm.
very thankful and grateful, and I use those funds to purchase more costumes like I did the other three. For folks, did what they could do, and I know times are tough and hard, but if you find it in your heart and you're able to, and if you're not able to, if you want to give some words of wisdom, like at the end of the interview, I'll provide my
Your social medias. Oh.
right, so people can, if you have, just want to say thank you, or a great idea, you
Hmm.
want to just leave a note or a suggestion, I'm open to
Hmm.
everything. So again, if
Yeah.
you are interested in making a contribution, $5 contribution, you can do it on Cash App, and it's the dollar sign cartoon CARTOON
Yes, yes. Y'all go out there and support. You know, you got to support your black owned businesses or just support. anybody, out here that's trying to make their life better. And since our other live cut off because we had a technical situation, let's show everyone your costumes, the rabbit
Okay.
and the Mickey
The first
Mouse.
the first costume I bought is Joey Cottontail. This guy. Yes, it gets hot in here, so I have to buy me the neck fan so I won't sweat to death. But this is Joey Cottontail, the very first costume I bought ever. And then the second, my third year doing this with Wild Women of Wealth, I
Hmm.
have the classic Mickey Mouse. And then my third year, I came back with the classic Minnie Mouse with the eyelashes
So
and her pretty
cute.
bows. And the reason I call them classic is because they were the first ones after, I believe, after they became in color. They don't look like the
Hmm.
ones you would see at Disney World, Disneyland, and Euro Disney and all that, because
Hmm.
those haven't been trademarked. I mean, those haven't been in the public domain yet. So these guys in the public domain, those won't get into the public domain until 2036 or 37. So I'm starting with the class. I call them classic or vintage Mickey and Minnie. And then I recently purchased Santa Claus, Santa Grinch, and Anton the Elf. My partner dresses like an elf, so his name is Anton. So Anton the Elf. So far now I have six costumes. Cartoon Party Crashers is we're gonna have a collaboration of at least about 800 plus costumes. Again, for like
Hmm.
movie characters, TV, commercials, anime, fruits, vegetables, and snacks. So we want to be able to reach people, kids at heart. So that's what
Yeah.
we want to do.
So listen, if you are in the DMV area, contact Costume Party Crashers. So, what are your prices like? Let the audience know your prices, so people
Um,
will get a
um,
better understanding.
well, we had to rebrand. We rebranded ourselves, so we started with our logo and our pricing. So we're doing your first character is 275
Hmm.
for the first hour. And then
Hmm.
but we go up to 2 hours, so if you want an additional hour, it's $50. Each additional character is $25.
Oh,
So but they have
okay,
to
that's
be
not
but they have
bad.
to be within the same time frame. So if you, for example, if you
Hmm.
have Mickey Mouse but then you want Minnie, is a 275 plus the $50 for Minnie would be 325, and if you want that extra hour at 50, 375. So it's still reasonable. You pay all at one time. And what I had to do with my business is things happen. If you can't stay with the date, then you can change the date. You can change the date and hold out and say you want to, just move it to, you can substitute for another time, just once.
Hmm.
That's for, and I don't do refunds or returns, so that's what I offer. So if you can't make it that day, you call me ahead of time when something happened. Can I move it to this date? And that's what we'll do because it's already paid for, and we come out and to your event. We do various events from weddings, divorce parties, birthday parties, baptisms, christenings, retirement, just because, thinking of you. Um,
Hmm.
we're there at every event that you have, or just because you want an event, parades, things for schools, things for towards spiritual institutions. We would love to be at every event to show our support. And of course you pay for those that character or characters at your event, at those events.
Oh,
And
okay.
we're
Wow.
located and we're
You see,
located
you
right
got
here in
everything
Ward 8.
together.
We're located right here, Ward 8 in Washington, D.C.
Okay, cool, cool. So listen, everyone. If your kids having birthday parties, if you have an adult party, and you want to relive your childhood, contact Cartoon Party Crasher. You see, he's the man. He got all the products. He got everything that you ever need. So yeah, check him out if you're looking for his services. For parties and weddings
And
and divorce, like you
and
said.
our launch date is going to be May 10th, 2026. That's when we're
Mhm.
gonna be on the scene. And like I said, we're here to bring fun, not just to kids, but kids at heart. So we want every age range from newborn to to those who are leaving us or have already transitioned. We're
Mhm.
there for everything.
Yeah. So I know we got cut off on the first live. I'm not going to delete that. I'm going to keep that on. It's just this is just part two from the from the part one. So let everyone know about the event coming up, the event that we are doing in April.
April the 4th. That's the first Saturday. We've been invited to
Mhm.
come back at WOW. It's called Women of Wealth, located over on the Bladensburg Water Park on Bladensburg, Maryland, on Annapolis Road. If you're familiar with DC, it's over there by Peace Crossings, that the big stone cross in the middle of the circle. And we're there
Mhm.
from 12 to 5. I'm up on stage dressed as Joey Cottontail, where you can take pictures for a fee. I don't know what their fee is, but you can take a picture with Joey Cottontail. And I'm gonna have other characters there with Skylar with her talk show. She's gonna be walking around interviewing folks, and I'll have other characters
Mhm.
where you could take pictures with them as well for a fee, probably five pictures for $15 with your own camera. So we're not developing anything. You take it with your camera. We give you the link. You pay.
Mhm.
You take pictures, and everyone have that memory. And so we're looking forward to this again. This will be our fourth year here, and I'm glad that they asked for Joey Contel to come back. And it's just so much
Mhm.
fun. It's so much fun.
Yes, it is. It's real so much fun. So bring the family. If you're in the DMV area, just bring the family. It's so much fun. You can network if you're a business owner or you're selling products or services and stuff. Just come and enjoy yourself. So let
Yes.
everyone know where all your social media platforms, so
You
people can
can
reach
find me
you,
on
follow.
Facebook at you can find me on Facebook at Cartoon Party Crashers. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Cartoon Party Crashers. Um, I'm also have a website. I'm going to leave with Skylar, and if you click that link, and it'll take you straight to the website, and you can see that as well as my other forms of social media. If you can't write it down fast enough, I'm gonna leave everything with Skylar, and you can if you like to follow me on there and see what I'm up to, I will be very thankful and
Mhm.
appreciative. But yeah, I have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. I'm in the process of creating my YouTube page, and I have a website.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So you have all your ducks in a row, of course. I never doubted you. So listen. Um, This has been, it's always a pleasure, interviewing you and talking to you because me and you can talk for hours. We talk for
Yes.
hours on the phone behind the scenes anyway. Chat, we be talking about everything. Like it's crazy. If we had a reality show, they'd be like, "Are they talking about that?" Like we just talk about everything. It's crazy. It's so much fun. But yeah, I just want to tell everyone, thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone's tuned in later because I know it's a Saturday and people are out and about, probably shopping, eating, hanging out with friends and stuff. So I really appreciate if you share this video. Is it possible if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and like because I'm really, really, really is passionate about growing my community for my podcast interview show. This means so much to me. And again, like I said before, I just love it. If you're looking for social media management and marketing for my Skylar J PR business, contact me because we are on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and some other platforms and stuff too. So, yeah, I just love the fact that you came back on, JP.
All right. Thank you for
You
bringing me
you
back.
always
Thank you.
welcome. If you have anything else going on in the future, you welcome to come back on. We are family. And yeah. And also I'm so ready to get to work for this event. Like I'm super, super psyched.
Yes,
I can't wait to go
and
outside.
before you go, I was before you. I was like in a nervous wreck for. I was a nervous wreck for about a
Mhm,
week because I had no idea. I have my heads, but I did not know where I put
mhm,
the clothes at. And I'm like, I'm looking around the house. I'm looking in totes. I'm looking between. I'm looking in the cordy earth. And I looked under the
Mm-hmm.
fish tank, but I put the bag where they're closed, so they could be nice and washed and fresh. I put the bag on the
Mm-hmm.
side and didn't see it till Anton said when you have you looked on top of the fish, underneath the fish tank, or in the container, and on the side I see it. I'm like, okay, you know what? And I was so happy, like because I didn't want to go buy enough the same thing over, but if I had to do it, I had to do it. But I found the costume clothing. I'm gonna wash it so it can be nice and
Mm-hmm.
fresh and pressed. And I'm like, guys, um, I got psyched when I first bought Joey Cottontail because I was wearing their costume. I believe Tanisha what the first year, and
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
like, they can do this. Why can't I? And they were the catalyst that put me in the position to say, okay, you know what? Let me do this. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
so I bought this first costume and I was psyched, y'all. I was psyched. But then when I bought
Mm-hmm.
Mickey and then Minnie, and I was really goofed off when I bought Santa Claus and definitely the Grinch.
Yeah, I
I
can't wait
was
till you get to that
ecstatic.
Darth Vader costume. So I can't
Oh
wait to see
gosh,
that.
I am so excited because I have to make it real, so I have to buy the lightsaber, Darth Vader's lightsaber. I mean, it's just again, like she said, when you have your dream, manifest it into something physical so you can see. And this is what's
Mm-hmm.
pushing me to move forward. And you all, those who I've had events for, and I showed up and showed out. Like that, like I said, that one day I was going to two different events, and something happened in the middle where Santa Grinch was seen, and that's enjoyable. When you people don't know that's you behind him. You like she said before, you go into character. I
Yeah,
can be as silly as I can be, and you have no idea who I am. But I can make sure I'm bringing
exactly.
that character to life and being friendly. So I want to thank as well Skylar J PR services for putting me out on the scene. I had like zero, close to like 300, 400 people, and I'm a little over 2,000. So with her services, it helped me help people find me. So I want to thank her as
Mhm.
well. So if you're looking for someone to help you with your business, I do it for you with your business. I say look for her, as well as come on this platform and tell people who you are and what you do. And the sky's the limit. You can only push
Yeah, it
yourself, and
is.
you don't have to be the one.
Yeah. Listen, you cannot if you are deciding to start a business or start a music career, don't wait. Just do it. Just immerse yourself into it. Because I know some people are scared, especially with social media. Since I do social media stuff, people are very, very scared to even go live or to just jump out there, to do stuff. Because if you don't jump out there, um, your opportunity is going to go right past you. And then you're going to be upset. You're going to have regrets and stuff like that. So you shouldn't have no regrets. Just go for it. Put yourself out there and hope for the best and manifest, like you said, JP,
Mhm.
manifest everything that you ever wanted. Because that's what I do. I put stuff in the universe, and if the universe, if it's meant for me, it's gonna be meant for me. If it's not, it's not. It's no big deal. It's just, yeah, this whole journey that I've been on with JP, with the whole business and the whole podcast has been amazing. And also I want to say real quick, one of my closest family friends, she had called me yesterday. Shout out to Gigi Thomas. Um, she called me last night. I had a little conference call with one of her should I say her soon to be husband or soon to be boyfriend? They just got back in each other's life. Anyway, so he has he sells products for beards and bikini lines for women who want to go to the beach and stuff. So it's a possibility, crossing fingers that I'm going to sign him to my Skylar J PR business. I'm super excited about that, to work with him on his social media presence, his platforms, and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, do I have anything else coming up? No, no, no. I'm just working, grinding, living my life like it's golden. And also, everyone, my mom's passed away a month ago, and I just miss her so so much. We've been through so much together. We had a weird relationship, but we loved each other in spite of. And I just miss her so much. I miss her laugh. I miss us laughing on the phone, talking about everything. And I just miss her. So if your mom is still on this earth, no matter what y'all go through, love on each other, support each other, And because you only get one mom, just like you always used to tell me about your mother. Like you love and adore your mom. You always
Hmm.
talk about your mom. You keep her legacy alive by talking about her and loving on her, even though she's not physically with you, but she's with you in your heart. Just like my mom's. My mom's in my heart. She's in my face. When I look in the mirror, I see my mother and my antics and my sassiness. So,
Hmm.
is there anything else you want to add to this wonderful, wonderful interview?
No, I just enjoy. I'm looking forward to just making people laugh. And increasing my customer base. Right now we're in DC. We don't go far. We don't go as far as we go up at least to Baltimore. We go as far as Bowie and Upper Marlboro. We go as far as um Woodbridge. We go as far as Tyson's. So if you're anywhere
Hmm.
prior, if you're anywhere in those areas and coming towards the city, we have no problem coming to see you. It's not a fee outside that. It's just a regular fee. It's not a travel fee. So we're looking forward to getting everything together, all our final business paperwork, and just going for it. So May is going to be a very busy month. I still work full time,
And we're gonna be,
and
and, and also not to cut you off, we're gonna be doing pop-ups too with your curses,
yes.
right? Oh, we still okay.
Yes,
Okay, that's still on
yes.
the books. Okay, good. So,
Once the weather break, because I'm 50 plus, so the weather isn't kind to my bones.
yeah.
So we're looking at going to the various different malls. Again, if you all have any suggestions, comments, questions, you can again, I will leave my information. But we're gonna visit the malls and just walk around and take pictures with folks, and that's our way of showing people this is real. We're putting the
Yeah.
work in. We're grinding, and if I want your
Yeah.
business, I got to show you I want your business by going out and showing face.
Yeah. You listen. That's why I always tell you, use the perfect client because you get it. Like you
Hmm.
get it. Some people just don't get. They want you to do all the work for them, and they just want to sit back and not participate in their business. Again,
Yes.
like I always tell people, this is not my business. I'm just representing your business as far as doing my service for your business, for branding and marketing stuff. And I try to tell everybody, you got to put your energy in your business because you keep saying you want this, but you sure don't act like you want this because you don't
Right.
show up. You have to show up. It's very, very important.
If you
And
work a
one more
full time
question.
job, you just got to,
Mhm.
that weekend come. It's 4 weekends in a month. You just have to say, you know what? I know I work Friday. You take that Friday, come home, lift them feet up, put them on the couch, and get you a nice little cooler. That Saturday morning, you wake up and you put foot to ground, and you or put fingers to keyboard, and you make it happen. You are the only person
Yeah,
that can start it.
yeah, yeah. That is so true. That's such a good advice. I wanted to ask you one more thing before we go. Um, Do you have employees? Because I know you do. So is it okay for Anton to get on camera? Is he scared to come on camera to introduce himself and all that kind of stuff?
No, right now I don't call them employees because I don't have enough to pay them. But these folks who
Okay,
don't
that's
have
yeah,
been volunteering for me, and
volunteering.
then
Yeah.
once I'm get bit by bit, because I don't pay myself. Although anything that I do go back into the business, and of course I
Go
put
back
away
to
for
the business.
taxes
Yeah.
once I get everything. So let me go get them really
Yeah.
quickly.
Okay.
Be quick about the boy. Everyone, this is my partner and one of my volunteer characters, Anton.
How y'all doing? How y'all
Hey,
doing?
Anton. Hey, Anton. What's going on?
Nothing. Having a good time with this one right here.
Of course. We just want you to come on, introduce yourself, because you are part of the business and stuff that you two are growing and stuff like that. So I just want you to come on and introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are, and all that good stuff.
Well, what's my other name? I do dress up as Minnie.
Anton,
eh,
Mickey, Minnie, Anton the elf.
I dress up as Mickey, Mickey Mouse, and then Anton
Hmm.
the Elf. And I also do
Oh.
photography and the recording.
Yeah, and also he's in school for photography and all that kind of stuff. So we can't wait to see him start his business and do his photography stuff and all the good stuff that he's got going on in his life. And we super proud of you. We super proud of you, Anton, and keep doing what you're doing and keep the bad negative out your life.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I will.
Yes, yes,
That's an inside joke, everyone. But
yeah. He gets it. I would never put him on the spot, though. That's not my thing.
I will. No.
Well, of course, but privately. Well, again, JP, thank you so much
Thank
for
you. Thank you so much.
and thank you for coming on my show and gracing your loveliness on my show. And I really
Oh,
appreciate you and I
likewise.
love you so much. And again, let everybody your platforms again.
Okay, you
So
can
before we go.
catch me on, you can put in the browser cartoon party crashers, three separate words. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. And that's where you can find me. Also, if you I'll leave my website with Skylar J. By that way you can find me and just go, you get a chance to look um either on my social platforms. I should have it on there. If not, I'll still leave it with
Mhm.
Skylar, and you can click it and just look and see what I have, see what my website is about.
Yeah.
Yes.
So once we finish this interview, just tag me in the website on Facebook and I'll
Okay.
just share it.
Yes. Thank you all so much for
And,
taking your Saturday out and listening to me rumble and all those good things. I really appreciate your viewing,
and
your
again,
viewership.
thank you to my YouTube audience. Thank you for supporting. We still going with my podcast, and also if you can, please subscribe, like, and share this video because I know I watch other bloggers and they always say that at the end. Make sure you share, subscribe, and like, and all that good stuff. And we really appreciate you. So have a wonderful Saturday. I love you. This is your girl, Skylar J, stepping up and out with Skylar J podcast interview show. And also we have a upcoming interview with LJ in March. And also I have another interview coming up in April with my boss. She has her own cleaning company. It's based in the DMV. So look out for that. And I love you and have a wonderful Saturday and smooches. Peace.
Smooches, everyone.